Good afternoon, everyone. It's a delight to have you all here for the episode 13 of the Lady Baazigar series. So, Eleanor Roosevelt once proclaimed, "Women are like tea bags. We don't know our true strength until we are in hot water." The literacy rate of women in India is only 65%. Moreover, between 2010 and 2020, the number of working women in India dropped from 26% to 19%, according to the data compiled by the World Bank. It's a threatening as well as very serious concern concerning that women are doing most of the unpaid work in India. Ensuring that girls become educated is a multifaceted undertaking. It requires community, school, and parental engagement. But moreover, then they become educated, we need them to be empowered to be economically independent. Through this Lady Bazigar series, our project Gurya aims at inspiring young girls to be educated and empowered and learn from all the girl icons who have done the same. Now, I would like to brief you about sarkarischool.in, that's our organization, and Project Korea. So, Sarkari School is an initiative of We Citizens Foundation, a think tank that provides a platform to highlight the hard work of individuals in the field of school education. Especially, we are trying to change the narrative, a positive narrative of the government schools, because there are many people out there who are working for its betterment. These peculiar innovators redefine the field of education with a lot of self-determination and hard work, and thus deserve recognition. Coming to Project Korea, gender inequality has been experienced worldwide for ages. It has decreased over time, but still girls face many kinds of discrimination in terms of various aspects as compared to their male counterparts. The primary aspect is experienced in education, and our project aims at increasing enrollment of these girls in elementary and primary education in government schools or private schools. We help government institutions build a safe learning space for spreading awareness and organizing donation drives and other activities with the little kids. This project envisions reducing the poor sex ratio in the classroom and supporting the little girls, Guryas, to follow their dreams. Moving ahead, I would like to deliver the welcome address. Firstly, thank you all of you for joining us for the 13th episode of the series. And today we are delighted to have with us Ojasvi with us, and she has pursued her bachelor's in sociology from Janki Devi Memorial College, University of Delhi. And currently she is enrolled in master's in sociology from Delhi School of Economics. Her inclination is towards teaching as a profession. She has worked with NGOs like Umeed under the Knowledge for All project and with digital platforms like Qin1, which works towards training kids in English and coding, the 21st century skills. She has also been giving private coaching at her personal level for the last 5 years. And ma'am, you're doing such a great job. Thank you so much for gracing the event with your presence. How are you feeling today?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me on this platform. And I'm really looking forward to see how my story is going to inspire these young girls to carry forward their career ahead.
I'm sure all of us are excited to hear from you about your journey, your ups and downs, your motivating driving force. So we would love to hear about your journey till date, like from a school going Ojasvi to a master's in sociology and to being a teacher herself, giving private coaching.
Yeah. So when I was a school going Ojasvi, they say that you know what you want to become from the very, kindergarten age, right? So I used to play pretend teaching, and I used to keep all my books with me, and I used to imagine 20 students sitting in front of me checking their notebooks. So I knew somewhere down the line that yes, this is where I see myself. And schooling was still fine, but real struggle came from the struggle of my mother and my sister, because my mother is a single parent right now, and she has seen a lot in her life, and so as my sister, because she had to leave her studies because she wanted me to pursue my higher education. So whatever I am today is because of my mom and my sister. If they wouldn't have let go of their dreams, I think I wouldn't have been here pursuing my dreams. So kudos to them. And then, yeah, because I knew I have to take this line, I started taking coaching classes. And then, I sometimes had two students, sometimes one student. And my first paycheck was a chocolate. It wasn't a salary. It was a paycheck. It was a chocolate, which I taught a student Sanskrit. So her mother sent me a chocolate because he scored really well. Then I started taking classes from, when I was in 11th standard after my sister's marriage. So all those kids came to me, and then it was going fine. I could, earn enough that I can bear my own expenses. Then COVID hit really hard, and there were no students because parents weren't really comfortable sending them to my home. So then Qin1 came. It was like an angel to me. They selected me. I taught there for like an year, and from there a professional base really started. And now when I'm teaching not only students from Delhi. I'm teaching students from different parts of India. Like there are students from Patna, there are students from Nasik. So the reach has really widened.
That's really nice. And so basically, you're teaching on an online mode, virtually.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
like you're teaching with part of any organization, or it's like your own personal?
Now it's my own personal, because as the college started, the time schedule did not really match. So I had to leave that organization.
But that's indeed in good work, because being a teacher, you're impacting so many lives.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, what are your future plans like after you complete your masters?
Again, it is to pursue ahead my teaching line. And I think I was actually very interested in Teach for India
Yeah,
organization, to work with them. So I might join them, or I might pursue B.Ed and then, to go for government job or
right.
private job.
Academia, mainly teaching as
Yeah.
profession. Yeah, the fellowship
Yeah.
applications are open. Yeah.
Right.
So good luck for that. And moreover, I would really
Thank
love
you.
to hear your experience working with these kids, and like the first time experience you were in classroom teaching them. What were the challenges you faced, and what was the best part of it?
Yeah. So when I was teaching at my home, it did not really hit me hard that, okay, I am having an experience right now. I am literally dealing with variety of kids. It was like, okay, kids are coming, I'm just teaching. It was for me initially a pastime, and I'm earning. Yeah, that was enough. But when I went to Umeed for internship purpose, we taught slum children there. They do not have access to proper schooling or proper coaching. So we used to go there every Sunday and used to teach them. And they were not learning bookish knowledge. We were teaching them anything and everything. So it was a different experience, because there you were imparting knowledge that you had without any profit gains. So that was the most, I think, memorable thing that I have. And also, when I started working with Qin1, again, it was a different experience, because you're dealing with variety of students and the background that they come from. Because when I was teaching them, when I was teaching at my home, the background of the students was very different. And when I taught them virtually, the background was completely different. So I I came to know different things, and I have learned from them a lot. It's not just that I have taught them; they have taught me a lot. They've taught me patience and, different skills on how to tackle these different kids. And the special things that they do, be it on Teachers' Day or be it on my birthday, that's very special, very, very special.
Well, that really must have been a very sweet and fun experience for you. And moreover, kids
Yes.
are really interesting and they're fun to work with. I agree. Like whenever we go on field to conduct some activity with them, or like with NSS or being part of Sarkari school only, it's really fun. We don't expect these answers what they give us, and it's so totally
Yeah.
unexpected, and like it's really fun. So moreover, would like in future or like right now, so you are teaching kids of like what age group or what classes?
I'm teaching kids from primary to standard 6.
Okay, so like you take up all
Yeah.
subjects.
Yes.
And how do these kids reached out to you? How you have like
Uh,
virtual?
so so as I told you, I was teaching with Q1. So when I left, they joined me through the organization only.
Well, that's you must have been a really great teacher, so they're part of you as well. That's very nice. So who has been the biggest support? Like you mentioned your mother and sister. Like
Yes, yes,
so what
definitely. They have been the biggest one.
so what's it that inspired you the most, and like what's that turning point, if there's any, that when you decided that okay you want to go for teaching?
Yeah, so the turning point, as I told you, from the beginning, I was interested in checking notebooks and teaching. So that was one thing. But also, because my mom is a single mother and we did not really had so many resources to go for really expensive, professional courses or something. So I knew that, okay, I can do this. I should invest myself somewhere that I'll be able to, do better. So in case I ask my mom or my sister to invest something which is really expensive and then I'm not able to do it, so that won't make any sense. So it's better whatever I am passionate about and whatever I'm currently doing, I should take it forward. So that was the turning point, and I think I think I'm doing better here.
It's really nice, and like teaching is one of the most noblest professions we have as in today's date. And teaching is that one thing when you're able to impact so many lives at one go. Like you don't even know
Right.
like it's impacting them so much, because you know they're just those little kids, like, and you're molding them in a great way that they serve the society when they grow up. Moreover, I'm really interested and curious to know like how this has helped you grow as a person. What were your learnings you would like to share with us?
Okay, so initially I was really I used to consider teaching kids as a pastime कि ठीक है, okay, I'm free right now, I can do this, or yeah, थोड़े से पैसे आ रहे हैं, I'm earning, so now I can buy stuff for my own self. But now I know that, okay, this is my career. Okay, this is not a pastime anymore, this is where I'm going, this is what I have to do. And I was a very impatient person. Like when kids used to do some nuisance or make a mess, I used to scold them a lot. But with virtual teaching and with a lot of experience over the years, I think I have become a more patient person in terms of tackling the students, and also learned various new ways of handling them. Because earlier, nahi kiya to maro. That was the only way. But now we know that, okay, you can be funny sometimes, or you can give them a space that, okay, you don't want to study today, let's do something different. So that has been a learning. And you cannot force the kids, कि नहीं ये करना ही करना है. No, that is not going to happen. You have to be patient with them, you have to deal with them very, they're very sensitive, and if you just keep teaching them, they're not going to study. So I have this student with me, and she never used to speak initially when she joined me. Her mother used to tell me ye bolti nahi hai, because the previous trainer used to do monotonous teaching. I padhaya and you left, so there was no interaction. So I was really confused now what to do, because when I'm coming to the class, I have to teach. What will I do for the 40 minutes that I'm teaching you? So We used to talk. I used to show her videos, and slowly and steadily, because if I used to ask her, ki, okay, speak 5 lines on your family, she won't do that, because she would think, okay, this is again, um, she's asking me to do an assignment. She's teaching me. So we used to say, okay, you say 1 line, I'll say the next one. So we'll do like this. Then we'll have 10 lines on my family. So that's how slowly and steadily she started speaking. And now her brother also joined me. So what he does is, if I ask him to write anything, he would say, let's do a competition. Let's see who writes fast. You also write, I will also write. But agar ye pehle hota, if this would have been earlier, I would have just slapped the kid and I would have said, don't waste my time and do your work. But now that I know कि okay, मुझे इसको करवाना है, he should know how to do it. I have to be patient and I have to cooperate. So these are the learnings that I have taken away from this particular profession.
That's really nice. And being a sociology student, I would really love to ask that. What has your experience been like? If you have observed, what kind of gender ratio is maintained, like in the classrooms you have taught?
I mostly have girls
Okay.
because even when I was with Q1, I mostly had girls. It wasn't like the boys weren't being enrolled. The requirements were different. So if the boys were more into content writing, so I wasn't there. So the requirement of the parents were different. There wasn't much difference between the gender ratio, but the requirement that the parent wanted and the available teacher. So teacher also needs to have a slot and that particular skill. So that's how the students were divided. Otherwise, I don't think there was a difference between more girls or more boys. But yeah, there was this thing when I was working with Umeed NGO, where boys came for the free classes more than the girls. Parents used to hesitate sending those girls, and we used to sometimes pursue them कि नहीं पढ़ना है, please send them. We are teaching them. आप आकर देखो, पढ़ रहे हैं. So sometimes this thing used to happen. Otherwise, there was a mix of girls and boys both.
And how do you maintain the gender sensitization in your class?
Actually, I take one-on-one classes. I don't take group classes. So I don't have to really maintain gender sensitization, because if I'm teaching a girl, and also we don't really talk about these social issues, they're literally kids. So we just talk about their school curriculum, and if a child is learning one subject, so we are just focusing there. If a child is learning just English, so we're just talking about those things. And I don't think their mind is developed well enough right now to talk about these issues. Yeah. So we don't really go there.
Well, that's true as well. But I feel that starts at a very young age. Like, you should not segregate them. But I feel like till 6th, though, we don't, like, the society. It's not like
We
that.
actually segregation is not the term I would use for my class, because I teach one kid for 40 minutes, and if I teach in a group class, I cannot give particular attention to one kid. So I take one-on-one classes. So that's why I think gender sensitization
Like
is not really there.
We can say.
Yeah, one kid at a time.
That's really more impactful. Yeah. So, as you must be knowing, so our project Korea advocates girl education. So, we would love to hear your views on what, according to you, in a society, being a sociology student as well, and I have been part of NGO, like such as NGO, like that comes from very the underprivileged sections of society, where they like, of course, you've mentioned that they don't send as many girls as boys are there for the classes. So, what could we do to create a more enabling environment for girls?
I think if we look at the slum area, parents really need to be aware. Okay, so we need to first bring about an awareness drive, so that they know why is it important for girls to be educated. And these initiatives that are taking place, like the current one, the project Gulia, is really helpful for them, if they watch it, if they are, given access to all these resources, they would be able to understand why is it important. It's not always easy, but it's not impossible also. So awareness is the term I would use to educate them about why girl education is important.
Well, yeah, right. We are also, aiming towards awareness, spreading awareness and spreading the word and, advocating girls' education because the education is the cheapest way and the most, reliable way to get them empowered. And lastly, not the least, but what you'd like to say to all those young girls watching this episode today?
I would just say, I hope my story had been inspiring to you. And also, no path is easy. If you think teaching career is easy or any other career, no path is easy. You have to work hard for it. You just need to have a no give up attitude in your life, and whatever you feel is right, just go with that. You don't really have to think what others are going to say. Log to kahenge, unka kaam hai kehna. You just need to do what you feel you can do. So, and please never stop. You never have to stop. You just have to go ahead and pursue all the goals in your life.
Moreover, most of the girls watch who are like you, who are the viewers of the episode and all. So like they are the young girls. They're in school most probably. So they must not be knowing what's the subject. Like you're doing pursuing masters in sociology. So I would really like if you could brief them all like what's the subject, what's the future prospects.
Okay. So many people confuse sociology with psychology, but the two are very different. Sociology studies your human interaction. Okay, it doesn't studies human mind. It studies human interaction with different aspects of the society. Like there is politics, there is economics, and there is caste, kinship. So a detailed study would be better enough to explain you what I'm really talking about. But yes, there are career perspectives if you are interested in counseling, if you are interested in working as a research analyst. You can also go and work with NGOs because sociology does offers you gender studies. You can also, I think, go into economic background. I'm not much aware about it, but you can go because it does offer you economic sociology as well. So sociology is a very wider subject and it has a lot of career prospects to it.
Basically, sociology could be said as a study of the society. Right.
Yes, study of the society, and how you study is how you interact with the society.
Yeah. Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. It has been lovely to hear from you. And it must have been very inspiring because, and also, like, you're doing such a great job. And the one-to-one thing is a really good thing because, you're creating more impact when you are teaching just, focusing on that one kid at a time. Keep up the good work,
Right.
and we are really inspired, and we wish you good luck for all your future endeavors, and keep doing such noble work and bring change in numerous lives. Before winding up, it's an absolute delight to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee to you who spared time with us, and thank you. We are truly obliged. Moreover, I'd like to thank each and everyone from the team, including Abhishek Ranjan sir, for technological support, team leads, and fellow volunteers for coordinating the event. Thank you and have a great day ahead. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello,
Thank you, sir.
Mary. Am I
Thanks to
audible?
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so before we end the session, I would really like to, tell that Ojasvi was my classmate when I was pursuing my graduation. So she has never failed to inspire me. And I would like to add that she is a true lady Baazigar in almost every aspect of her life. She's a great daughter. She's a great sister. She's a great Masi. And she's also a very dear friend of mine who has never failed to inspire me. So kudos to you, Ojasvi. And I love you and all the best.
Well, that was really
Bhumika,
sweet.
thank you so much. Much love to you.
Much love.
And thank you so much for inviting me here and letting me tell my story with you.
was totally our pleasure to hear you and to have you with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Same to you.